Hi, I'm Anna Zarilla, the CEO at the Louisiana SPCA. Last week, my staff, volunteers, and I watched as Hurricane Harvey devastated the Texas coast. It was so hard to see those images and not have all those same feelings that we had during Hurricane Katrina, that sense of powerlessness, that sense of urgency of wanting to do something to help. And we certainly had an outpouring of local and people from around the country that were offering different ways to help. At the Louisiana SPCA, we've been encouraging people, first of all, to make sure that they are prepared for whatever disasters are heading their way. And then second, asking people to really be thoughtful in ways that they can support the rescue and recovery efforts in Houston. The Houston SPCA has been the lead agency in that area, coordinating rescue, bringing in partners from all over the country, and running those emergency shelters. Right now, what they've asked for is continued support of their work, which you can do by donating online, or we're asking people to help with preparedness here in the Gulf Coast area. We're certainly still in the middle of hurricane season. There's a number of storms in the Caribbean and the Gulf that we are watching closely, and we are preparing to help in whatever way we can, whether it's our neighbors in Florida, our neighbors in Texas, or if we get directly impacted. So to that end, the supplies that are most needed right now are crates, either new or gently used but in good working shape, which means the doors work, there's no rust, it's not cracked, as well as heavy-duty toys like Kongs or feeding puzzles that can be given to pets while they're in those shelters or while they're waiting to be moved, and then help with transport. Transport's a really important piece for all of the shelters that have adoptable animals, so not strays, that can be moved up north to shelters that have space for adoption, and then we're able to make space for those other animals that need a new placement. A lot of people have been wanting to volunteer, and we have on our website a couple of places that interested folks can sign up. If you are a professional, whether it's a veterinarian, a technician, you work at an animal shelter, certainly we'd love to have your information so we can contact you when that help is needed. Or if you're local in New Orleans and want to be part of the disaster preparedness and response team, we would love to have your information on our list, because as I said, we're in the midst of this right now, and there are all sorts of ways that volunteers can help, whether that's assembling crates when we're getting ready to evacuate, helping provide transportation for people that have pets but really can't move them because they don't have their own transportation, or just other ways that our local community can help. One of the things that was great to see in Hurricane Harvey was how many people were allowed to evacuate with their pets. And this is a huge change from Hurricane Katrina. We saw boats, we saw helicopters, we saw people going to shelters, and they weren't separated from their pets. And so while the rescue work is still going on, and there are professionals that are doing that rescue work who have training and skills that are specific to that work, it was really heartwarming to see how many people were able to stay with their pets and are continuing to be sheltered together. We know that these disasters go on for months, and so while the news, the media will move on and focus on other events that are happening, the Houston community and whichever other communities get impacted will need help for months to come. So we hope that you'll continue to support our work at the Louisiana SPCA, and we'll support the work that we do to help our rescue partners throughout the Gulf Coast area through the rest of this hurricane season. Thank you so much for supporting the Louisiana SPCA, and we certainly hope that we aren't impacted, but if we are, we will certainly share as much information as we can through the rest of this hurricane season. You can find more information about our work at www.la-spca.org. Thank you.